Well, Helen, and we're headed back to the playoffs. A familiar situation as last year. We're the number 3 seed on the road at the number 2 seed. Talk about how last year's experience and positive experience benefits our team heading into this year.
I think it does give us a foundation of, hey, this can be done, you can get this done. So, I think there's that underlying confidence, but if we don't put the work in, then that experience isn't going to mean a whole lot. So we have to take it and know that we can build the confidence on it, but also say, hey, but these are the things that we did that enabled us to be successful last year, and it was working on these things and working on this and really understanding what it was going to take to win on the 2 games on the road.
What are the benefits and what are the challenges of playing a team, George Fox, that we just saw just over a week ago, that we're very familiar with?
I think it helps because it's fresh in everybody's mind. So it's not like you have to spend a lot of time going, remember this kid, hey, she does this. It's like that should be pretty fresh in their mind. And so I think that will help us. From a scouting perspective, it's, there hasn't been a lot of games in between that you need to go watch. So from a coaching perspective, it makes our job a lot easier because there's only 2 games besides that one that they've played. So I guess actually 3 because he did play on Tuesday. The disadvantages are, they're in the same boat, so they have they know what we've done. They can look at the things that people have done with us and to us, and so, this time of year, everybody knows what everybody's going to try to do, and you just got to figure out a way to slow them down or stop their favorite things.
Let's look back at last week. On Tuesday, we knew we were playing a very good team in Whitman, who ends up going undefeated this year. Quite a remarkable accomplishment for them.
Yeah.
Give us a recap of last Tuesday's game with the Missionaries.
I think they played exceptionally well. They shot the ball probably better than they had since early on in the season, just from the perimeter outside the 3-point line. They've been really struggling from there a little bit, and so, we were like, hey, well, let's test that a little bit, and that did not go well for us. They shot the ball extremely well, and I thought they had just, I think they really wanted to secure that first place thing, not have it be any chance that there could end up being a tie, and they really seemed like they wanted it, and we wanted it too, but I think there was just a little bit more on the line for them, and so I thought they performed well. We didn't necessarily perform as well as we could have, but I thought offensively we played very well.
And then maybe a little more disappointing was a game on Friday night at Lewis and Clark. We ran into a buzzsaw. Anderson went off for a lot of points, and we didn't get that one. What do we take away from that game, though?
I think it's just that you always have to be ready to play. I think I think it's been the first time where we've kind of been a team that's been hunted, and so we don't really know how to. And they're trying to get into that last playoff spot, and it's just a different vibe when people really want to knock you down than when you're just like the one that's hungry and trying to knock somebody off from the top. And I think we do that part well, and so. Because that's been our identity for a couple of years, and now that we're on top, people are trying to knock us down. We weren't always ready for it, and we've been able to jump in the second half and turn some games around. And so I think, we had that confidence, but we also maybe didn't have the drive that you need to take care of business early on someone's home court that we maybe needed. But they had a good game plan, and they executed it well. And again, we gave up just too many points. It wasn't like our offense didn't score points. We just gave up too many points on the road to win.